So this is the presentation for the 4th week by the education coordinator. And what we're going to be focusing on is transactional visibility. Okay? Transactional visibility is the first level of systematic visibility, and it's powerful, and you heard Chuck talking about it earlier. It's so powerful that you can begin creating referrals immediately. Almost every time you start using your business card organizer, you're going to find that referral opportunities follow. We're going to start out with using the business card organizer on your transactions. Okay, the idea is that anytime you're doing a transaction, you're going to be taking out your business card organizer and you're going to be creating referrals, giving a compelling testimonial for people in your chapter who have a product or service that's relevant to the person you're talking to. This is where we're doing it every single time with a client or customer. Okay, and we've covered this in a prior webinar. What we're doing now is we're going to cover how to deliver this material to the chapter by the education coordinator in the 4th week of the program. So I'm going to rattle through the delivery now. I'll deliver it as if I was the education coordinator, and then, as I said, being the eternal optimist that I am, we'll open it up for feedback, questions or comments, and hopefully we can get a little interaction as we wrap up the webinar. So if I was the education coordinator, I would deliver the material something like this. Over the past few weeks, we've been building a solid foundation for our power teams. Let's do a quick review of what we've done so far. Everyone, please open up your Power Team Roadmap workbook to page 8. The I'm Relevant exercise helped us see our own business and also the businesses of the other members in the chapter in a new way. As a result, we uncovered new connections to create referrals for each other that we'd been overlooking. Does everyone remember the I'm Relevant exercise? Okay. If not, be sure to watch webinar number 3 in your DVD set, because it's very important for you to understand if you have a product or service that's relevant to consumers who are experiencing one of the 6 key situations you see at the bottom of page 8. In fact, we're going to come back to this exercise in a couple weeks to make sure you've picked a bragging buddy who is also relevant to the same key situation as you. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Now, please turn the page to page 9. Here we have the 10 key questions. Has everyone completed the 10 key questions for yourself? And of course, we know that not everyone will. So you'll go on to say the 10 key questions are absolutely critical because they help you simplify your message of what makes you different, why a prospect should do business with you, and how your power team can recognize a good prospect for you. Okay? If you haven't already completed the 10 key questions, be sure to watch webinar 4 in your DVD set. Sound good? Okay, now we're at the top of page 2. Now let's get into today's material. Everyone please turn to page 12. Today we're looking at the first level of systematic visibility. Now, systematic visibility is a series of 10 strategies or techniques that you can use to proactively create referrals. In other words, rather than sit back hoping someone asks you if you know a good insurance agent or a good massage therapist or some other business category, you actually take the initiative to create referrals for your power team and the rest of your BNI chapter. Does that sound good? Okay, well, let's look quickly at the top of page 12. Our goal for the next 2 weeks is to begin using the first 2 levels of systematic visibility to create referrals. Both are easy to do, but don't be fooled. They're both very powerful. So for today, we're just going to focus on level 1, called Transactional Visibility. Simply put, Transactional Visibility puts your business card organizer to work at an appropriate point in every transaction you do. Depending on your business, the appropriate point will vary, and of course it's up to you to decide what's appropriate. The idea is that you're going to ask your customer or client to look through the business card organizer so they can see if someone in the BNI chapter has a product or service they're interested in. On page 12, you can see a simple script that you can put into your own words to make this technique work. And so at that point, you will read the script to the group. It's very short, as you can see on page 12. And then we'll wrap up here by saying simple stuff, right? The problem is that this technique is so simple that people take it for granted, but I'll guarantee you that it works. To learn more about transactional visibility, be sure to watch webinar 5 in your DVD set. So let me ask you a question. How many people want to give and receive more referrals? Okay, great. Well, starting today, how many of you think you can use your business card organizer and transactional visibility with your clients and customers? Awesome. Okay, well, next week we'll talk about the referrals you created using this technique. And with that, I turn the meeting back over to our chapter president. Okay? So that's your delivery of the education coordinator for week number 4.